The Neighborhood Scout is back. I'm the 2K MC, and 2K Compete events are tipping off in the neighborhood. And we're starting with a chance for you to earn a trip to Chicago for NBA All-Star 2020. It's the Ruffles Ridge Tournament of Champions, and it all starts Saturday the 14th. You have 8 opportunities from now until December 31st to compete in special 4-on-4 games, featuring the return of the Ruffles 4-point Ridgeline. After each game, you'll receive a score, and the top 5 players at the end of each event will pick from these in-game items and receive a pair of real-world Beats headphones. And if you prove to be the best of the best, the person with the top score at the end of the 8 events will earn a trip for 2 to Chicago for NBA All-Star Weekend. Everyone who plays will receive 2,500 VC, and this event is double rep for every game played. And if you pick up a specially marked bag of Ruffles, you can earn 4 times the VC from your games. On Sunday, we kick on back with Dodgeball Rodeo. Don't get hit and win in solo and team game types. Then next week on Friday, we're bringing out Court Conqueror 2v2. Take on this variation of the Court Conqueror formula against NBA duos for double rep and prizes for beating them all. Next Saturday, we're gonna feel the music with Beats by Night, double rep, and glowing clothing. Check next week's episode for some exclusive 2K TV gear for this event. And next Sunday, Treasure Hunters debuts. Arr! Find the treasure map, complete the checklist, and get rewards with prizes including double and triple rep. Oh yeah, I'm a pirate. The 2K Compete events are just getting started, but already X Trivia has taken over the neighborhood. At 6 p.m. Pacific every day, you can test your trivia knowledge for a share at these massive jackpots. And of course, Short Saturday is back! Keep an eye on the billboards for throwbacks and wacky clothes for your My Player. The Scout is out there checking out those 2K TV threads, and we'll be checking out your best dunks later this episode.
How is that for a gorgeous sight? The Washington Monument here in the District of Columbia, so beautifully framed in the sunlight. Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Monday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, Aaron Gordon is progressing as a shooter. He said, "What I've done is connected my 3, my pull-up, and my free throw. They're all the same shot now. I'm going to keep trusting my skill, and eventually it'll all come together. With my motor, I feel like whatever I'm doing out there, I can just keep going and going." Kevin?
Tremendous athleticism. Thanks, D.A. On opening night, Clark, both teams would love to start off, obviously, on a winning note.
Without question. I mean, setting that winning tone, gaining that confidence that comes from winning, and they all count. Wins today are just as important as wins that you get in March and April.
Now the starting group for Orlando. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Fultz, and it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. And for Washington, Wall runs the point with Beal at the 2. Thomas Bryant is out there with Davis Bertans. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. It'll be the Wizards off the tip. Beal drives in, and that one, good. Beal's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for Washington.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Fournier can't hit that one. Great D that time from Beal. Now here's Wall, guarded by Fultz.
And he can just fly. Well, we know that about Wall now, that he's got plenty of ways to finish at the rim once he gets up, and beyond.
And taken away by Brown. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Evan Fournier.
And John Wall, of course, having to fight back from that torn Achilles, but also is now having to play up to that Supermax contract he signed.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Wall. And with Wall, no doubt he's a star guard. But with that contract, Greg, comes heavy expectations.
No doubt. And I'd like to see Wall become more proactive, really as a playmaker on offense in the near future. Depending on how he feels after the injuries, he might need to change his style just a bit.
Well, it's a new front office in Washington, and Greg, they've got their work cut out for him.
John Wall's huge Supermax contract as he deals with the Achilles injury. Tough questions to be answered about the direction they're going to take talent-wise.
Yep, it counts.
And, you know, Fultz is highly skilled as an offensive player. When he gets this kind of positioning inside, it's a wrap.
All with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. Vucevic with the block, and he recovers it.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
They double him with Wall. Now here's Fultz. Gordon, with no one around, sinks the triple.
Kevin, for a young player, I like the way Fultz sees the floor. He knows and feels when a guy is open.
And it's blocked by Gordon. Now Fournier. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. Left side, Wall. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And just the overall aggressiveness. Wall enjoys taking on a challenge and succeeding, especially when the D is all over him.
Now here's Fultz. Here's Gordon. Count it. Gordon's got 5 now.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Wall. Sinks that one from the post.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
It's stolen by Wall. And Wall slams it home.
Man, I like the quick hands of Wall. I mean, seeing him jump all over the opposition and get into the passing lanes to come up with the steal, that's impressive work.
The Magic trail by 5. To the inside. And Fultz gets it to go.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And the slam dunk by Wall.
Tell you one thing, it's a bonus to have a guard who can flush it like that. I mean, Wall gets up high on these jams.
Fultz kicks to Fournier. Vucevic against Bryant. Fader on the way. Again, the Magic score.
Hard to prevent the bigger guy from getting a clean look there.
Wizards leading by 3. Here's Beal. The shot, no good. Gordon with the defensive effort. Orlando, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. And so Brown will bring it up for Washington. And Wall.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
Yes, indeed.
And how about Wall? Just phenomenal at taking it to the defense with that lightning quick first step.
The Magic trail by 5. Here's Fultz. Bryant with the rebound. The Wizards have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Here's Beal. Count it from 12. Beal's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Well, last season we got a glimpse of what a Bradley Beal team looks like as he led the way for the Wizards after Wall went down.
And really, Beal took it upon himself to kind of keep this team moving forward. And it was his best season to date. Career highs in scoring, and also was creating more for his teammates in Wall's absence.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Beal.
And a not-so-bright spot for the Magic last season. Too many mistakes.
Well, that comes with a young roster, guys. You know that. There's no way to gain experience other than through time and repetition. These guys are still learning, refining their games, but I think the trade-off is worth it because the future is really bright.
And both free throws good for Beal.
And, you know, you don't hear a lot of talk about it, but Brad Beal is one of the top shooting guards in our league. The scoring, the playmaking he provides is really right there amongst the elite.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Here's Brown. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard.
Oh,
goodness. Talk about bringing the heat, the thunder, and the lightning on that pound. Yeah, we saw this on display in the slam dunk contest. Gordon has some major bunnies, a creative slam dunk artist.
Yeah, how about this first quarter? 7 of 9 from the field. He is putting on a show.
Here's Fultz. And yes, it's good. Fultz has got 6. Wizards leading by 9. Bertans kicks to Bryant. Shoots over Vucevic. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
And usually teams go on runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Here's Beal, and finished off by Beal.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
Fournier against Beal. Fournier passes to Vucevic. Offensive rebound.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Fultz with the ball. 6 points for him. Vucevic with a nice move.
That's simply an outstanding play, working the size mismatch right at the rim.
Wall attacking. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Markelle Fultz.
Hard not to appreciate the brilliance of Wall. I mean, a super fast, quick player, a guy who runs the offense exceedingly well.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Well, it has been a long road back from injury for John Wall, Greg. The heel issue followed by the Achilles tear.
And you just hope that Wall can make a full recovery and get back to the player he once was. Provides so much with his speed and playmaking as well as scoring. Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Mo Wagner's checked in for Bryant.
Hachimura comes in for Davis Bertans. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Brown. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Bradley Beal.
You know, Fultz handles contact really well for a young player. Excellent at staying under control and then finishing through the contact.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Here's Hachimura, and the shot goes in.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Augustine, no luck.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Bombas checked in for Vucevic.
And let's check out the stats for John Wall. He's coming off an excellent season. Last season, he averaged 20 points a game, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Thomas. Up and in on the layup. Thomas got his third basket of the night.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Wizards.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
The Magic making a switch here. Carter Williams is checked in. Clark, over the last couple decades, the role of the big man has changed and required more skill outside shooting among them.
Yeah, that's one of the things. And then the ability to move your feet defensively.
Yes.
Because the three-point shot spaces the floor so much, and a lot of times teams will have 4, maybe 5 perimeter shooters out there regardless of size. So big guys, if they're going to play in that type of an alignment, have to be able to move their feet and effectively guard perimeter players and also make shots from the perimeter as well.
Amazing to see guys that big out there sometimes with a one-on-one with the guard, like on the three-point line.
No doubt. And also the big guys, we've got a ton of them, Kevin, across the league that can really knock down the three-point shot.
High arcing shot. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
I'll tell you, when Wall is scoring like this, it's special to watch. A spectacular, explosive performance.
And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Wizards. It's a 16-point game. Basket, good. Wall's got 24 points.
in the mid-range. Rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
It sure is, Greg. It might be the strongest aspect of their offense here.
It's blocked. And here we go. Washington fast break. Here's Miles. Another one falls for Washington.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
And we talk about trying to manufacture points. The Magic a year ago were last in the league in free throw attempts.
And I think a part of that, guys, is they really don't have enough creators, facilitators, playmakers. You need guys who can break the defense down and then make plays for themselves or others, and that gets you to the foul line, but it also gets you easy baskets.
Checked in for John Wall. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Orlando. Here's Carter Williams, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Down low to halt the run, and it's laid up and in by Ross.
Boy, I like how Carter Williams spreads the ball around. I mean, he opens up a lot of opportunities for his guys to shoot it.
Here's Thomas. Misses the chippy right there.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Here's Augustine. Second shot opportunity. Nice shot there by Bamba.
Bamba's got crazy length and impressive height, obviously, at north of 7 feet. Helps him on that offensive board, but his tenacity, a big part of that, too.
He gets it in there.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong. Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Thomas and the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
You're exactly right. I mean, they've banged home 8 of their last 10 points on mid-range jumpers.
Wizards leading by 18. It's rebounded by Carter Williams. Pass to Augustine. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Augustine's got 11 points.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it? You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Carter Williams with the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. 41 seconds left in the first. Poked loose. To the paint. The slam dunk by Aminu.
And I like to see Carter Williams swing the ball like that. I mean, a crafty guard with good size. He finds ways to get his teammates involved.
The Wizards with another miss.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And here we go. Washington fast break. Here's Miles. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Here's Carter Williams. No good with the triple. It's Miles on the wing. And no good on the last second attempt this time. John Wall getting it done for Washington. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Growing up the youngest of 5 with 4 older sisters, John Wall said it taught him a lot. And Wall had his challenges certainly growing up. We all know those stories, losing his father at a young age. But his mother, his aunts, Greg, his sisters, they protected him.
Helped him to get where he is now. We see it so often. A young man making it to the NBA is really a victory for the entire family.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And quite a position here for the Wizards to be in. What do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the Magic, they've got Bamba. Terrence Ross is out there with Aminu. Then there's DJ Augustine. And it's Carter Williams in at the shooting guard.
You know, you've got to have mad respect for Isaiah. I mean, his NBA journey has been remarkable, really, from the very last pick in the 2011 draft. That's a huge rise.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And we all know how rough things have been for Thomas the last few seasons, Greg, battling injuries and trying to find the right situation for his talents.
And the injuries have clearly taken their toll on Thomas. A lot of things need to go right for you to be a star player at his size, and lately that just hasn't been the case.
Passes it to Ross. Now Carter Williams. And there's the pass to Bamba. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in.
Great to see Bamba shooting while in rhythm. Shots like this will only help his confidence.
The drive by Smith. Good on the shot. Smith's got his first bucket in this one.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ish Smith. That is his first foul of the game. Washington making some changes. Brownie's checked in for C.J. Miles. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. It's stolen by Smith. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Looking here at some numbers for Carter Williams. How he did last season. Averaged about 4 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And frankly, I think he can play better, guys. I mean, even he would have to admit to that.
Yeah, realistically, he's going to have to step it up. I mean, that's the reality. Or he's going to start to lose those minutes.
Pulls up on the wing. Shot is good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Augustine.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Beal's shot is good.
You talk about passing, Smith is one of the best in the game in that aspect. An incredible distributor.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Augustine against Smith. Augustine finds Aminu. Carter Williams with it. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Smith.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Carter Williams against Beal. Carter Williams, the pass to Augustine. Floats one. Out of bounds. Washington takes possession.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for Bradley Beal? Last season, he played outstanding. 11th in scoring. And he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
Oh, yeah, one of the most dependable scorers in the league. He really saved him in several games a season ago.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Beal with the steal. And here we go, the Wizards' fast break. Smith's shot is good.
Smith is absolutely ridiculous in transition. He's a true floor general who makes so many right decisions in the fast break.
Augustine looking around. Here's Ross. That's in. Augustine with the assist. That's 7 points for Terrence Ross.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off. His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Augustine against Smith. Out of bounds, magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. Here's a look at what's coming up for Washington. On Monday, they'll host the New York Knicks. Then on Friday, they'll tip off a road trip in New York where they'll take on the Knicks. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And here's Aminu, 6 on the shot clock. Carter Williams can't get it to go.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
On to the bounce pass. Pass to Carter Williams. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Clark, you were such a terrific athlete growing up, and it must be fun for you watching your kids and soon your grandkids go through their athletic journeys.
It really is one of the great blessings and treats of my life to see our kids grow and develop as people, but also to enjoy different sports. Our boys played basketball and soccer, and our daughter played volleyball, all played in college at some level. And so it is great. Anytime you see your kids find their lane, enjoy running in it, and do well in that lane, it's joy indescribable.
Ryan is checked in for Washington. Davis Bertans comes in for Hachimura. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Bamba. Gordon comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Isaacs checked in for Terrence Ross. And it's Fulton for Augustine. He's off on the second.
The Syracuse alum, Carter Williams, a combo guard with really outstanding court vision and excellent speed.
Right on the bucket.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
John Wall's checked in for Washington. And the Magic making a change here as well. Fournier is checked in for Carter Williams. The Magic trail by 20. Fultz the pass to Fournier. Over in the corner, Isaac. Beyond the arc. The shot, no good. And Washington the other way now. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. 2 points, that one goes.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Fultz the pass to Gordon. Lob pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And when Gordon is launched and in the air like that, he's a mesmerizing guy to keep an eye on and just get out of the way.
Wall, good.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And Vucevic throws it down.
And the scoring mindset of Vucevic, working some real magic driving to the hole and finishing with style.
Here's Wall, and Washington again with the bucket.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
To the wing right side. No one near Fultz as he lets it go. Misses the three.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman. Fournier solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Off the inbound. That's good from Beal on the assist by Brown. 16 points for Beal.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Fultz, the pass to Isaac. Now Fournier, he's covered by Brown. Outside Fournier. Rebounded by the Wizards. Bryant's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Pertinas. Again, the Wizards score.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Now here's Fultz, covered by Wall. Here's Gordon. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got his 6th assist on the night.
And you talk about the best defensive head coaches in the league. Steve Clifford has to be on that short list.
I would agree with you, partner. I mean, his teams play hard, they play smart, they play with discipline, and that usually is a reflection of the coach, and a good one.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Here's Beal. Here's Brown. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. There's the call. It's a foul on Orlando. It's his first trip to the line.
Troy Brown at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Clark, among the bigs, which one do you think runs the floor the best?
Boy, I tell you, Anthony Davis is gazelle-like, and this guy is north of 7 feet tall and is just agile and quick in getting up and down. I think I'd put him at the top of the list. Clint Capella is in that category, and Giannis Antetokounmpo as well. But a lot of times he has the ball and is taking it rack to rack.
He does. Brings it up like a guard, and no one can stop him.
Nobody can stop that guy when he gets coming downhill at you.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up.
I certainly hope not.
And it's Fultz with the ball for the Orlando Magic. Banked in off the glass. Fultz has got 16.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
And that short area quickness really helps Thomas get his shot from mid-range.
Here's Fultz. He's got 16. Now, here's Vucevic. Pass to Fultz. It's hauled in by Thomas.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will, and have taken control on the glass.
Isaac. Bertans grabs the board. Bertans got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Brown. It's hauled in by the Magic. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Isaac up top, covered by Wall. Vucevic with the bucket.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Here's Thomas. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got his 4th assist in this one.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Passes it to Vucevic. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Isaac misses. Wizards shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. That's now 32 points for Wall. 1:51 left to play here in the second quarter. Fultz with the ball. Thomas is there. Fournier's shot is off.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling. And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Fultz, the pass to Isaac. Fournier gets a wide open look. The Magic again can't hit.
Oh, man, still a goose egg for him in the scoring column.
Here's Thomas. Another one falls for Washington.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Fultz looking around. Dishes to Fournier. To the right side. To stop the run. Fultz, no good. Now the Wizards with it. To the middle. Here's Wall. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. And that's 36 points for Wall.
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems.
The shot's good from Fournier.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
That one goes in.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Now the pass to Fultz. Here's Isaac. He's covered by Brown. Isaac misses.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
The baseline J. That's good for Thomas on the assist by Brown. And that's now 27 points for Isaiah Thomas. Lets it go with a 3. Good on the triple.
Boy, hard not to admire the fluid release Fultz has. I mean, love seeing him switch right from dribbling into a shot. Off the dribble, knock it down.
And so it's the Washington Wizards with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and we've been good defensively. We've been organized. We weren't that in that first half, and that's what we got to concentrate to get the game going back our way.
See if you revert back to your form in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David, and we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. You gotta love the John Wall we saw in the first. He ended up with 36 points, 5 assists, and 1 rebound. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
This is what happens when John Wall gets into a rhythm. Streak shooter, but when he's hot, he creates a whole lot of problems for you defensively. We'll see what kind of adjustments are made coming out of halftime.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Magic.
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, That's a recipe for getting cooked. And you know, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. An exceptional performance from John Wall.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Wall runs the point with Beal at the 2. Travis Berton's out there with Bryant, and it's Brown in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. 5 to shoot. Fournier finds Vucevic. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Vucevic has got 10 points in the game.
Sensational work by Vucevic. Never losing his poise, even when the heat turned up.
Beal's shot is good.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Over to the wing, all alone. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Boy, nice rhythm that time. See how Isaac let it fly right off the catch? That shows you confidence in the jumper.
A little bit of a down season for Evan Fournier in 2018-19.
Yeah, it was, Kevin. I mean, he got the same minutes, but his percentages were down. He's out there for his offense, so he's got to be more efficient going forward.
Here's Wall, and the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
And they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
Fultz the pass to Fournier. Now here's Vucevic. Over Bryant. And it's Vucevic missing.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
Bertans tries again, and Bryant puts it in. Bryant's got his second basket of the game.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Well, he enjoys deflating the opposition with those extra possessions. A nice start to the second half, just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
And there's Brown. That's good on the assist from Wall. Wall's got his 6th assist on the night. The Magic have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall, 80% since the break. Fournier, and he uses the glass on the layup. Fournier's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Got a piece of it. Here's Brown, and the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And another shot, and Bryant with the lay-in. Bryant's got 6.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Pass to Vucevic. And it's blocked by Brown. Baseline try, and Washington again with the bucket.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Brown against Fournier. Outside Gordon. Inside. Count that one from Isaac. Isaac's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Bucket is good.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I mean, with his combination of size and touch, he's a real threat from mid-range.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Hachimura, he's checked in for Bertinus. C.J. Miles comes in for Brown. And Smith subbed in for John Wall. So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And Washington making a change here. Wagner's checked in.
All right, a chance to check out stats for DJ Augustin. Some last season stats for him. 12th in three-point field goal percentage, and he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
And who could defend him last season out there? Defenders tried to body him up, play a little physical, but time and time again, he drilled the three anyway. Got that one up quick. Hachimura's got his second bucket of the night.
And a solid shooter from mid-range. Hachimura with textbook fundamentals.
Nice shot by Smith. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Wizards.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Here's Hachimura, and the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
No hesitation at all in transition, and they have a huge margin in that department.
Fast breaks yield easy buckets, guys. They've made the most of their chances in that regard. The defense not able to get set, you get a running start to the rim, you should get a good number of scoring chances that way.
Well, Clark, at the college level, a coach was recently offered a lifetime contract. Think we'll ever see that in the NBA?
Well, you can't quite say never.
Right.
I said in college basketball, I never thought in my lifetime I'd see a 16 beat a 1 seed.
Right.
So never say never, but it's not going to happen.
Well, but you've got a lifetime contract doing this, so I guess it does happen in some quadrants.
Well, you got information that I don't have.
Here's Carter Williams. He kicks it to Fournier. 6 to shoot. Here's Gordon. Here's Aminu. Got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. Here's Hachimura. That one off the back iron and out.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Now Augustin, 13 points in the game. Here's Gordon. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustin. Augustin's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And that one drops. Wagner's got his first 2 points of the night.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
Carter Williams with it. Aminu. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Ahmed Bamba, he's checked in for Orlando. Terrence Ross comes in for Evan Fournier.
Mohamed Bamba. Terrence Ross.
And so it's Washington with it. Beal's shot is good.
Boy, you can see the connection these guys have. They ran the play well. The defense had no idea how to deal with it.
And here's Augustine. Pass to Aminu. Puts up a three. And Wagner pulls it down. Beal, the pass to Hachimura. Over Aminu. Another one falls for Washington. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Augustine. No good on that one. And Washington the other way now. Here's Beal. Rebound by the Magic. Here's Ross. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. The outside leaner. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Carter Williams. And it's good, 2 points. Carter Williams has got 6.
Well, you've got to be alert to the slick ball handling ability of Carter Williams. Quite a maestro when it comes to handling the rock.
Pulls up. They get it again. Chalk up 2 there. And it's 9 points for Terrence Ross.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Nice shot by Smith.
And you know, Smith doesn't look to shoot that often, but when he does, he makes sure he takes a quality shot.
Augustine from outside. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range, Greg. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Beal on the double team. Right wing. Pass to Augustine. 5 on the clock. Second chance shot, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Bamba does a nice job doing his work early as far as positioning when shots go up, and that awareness, one of his strongest traits. Well, you know, he started his career with a stress fracture in his left tibia, which cost Mo Bamba some time in his rookie season, but overall, a pretty impressive start for the 2018 number 6 pick.
And Washington making a change here. Thomas has checked in. And that one falls for Bamba. Clark, you look at Bamba's play thus far. What to you stands out?
Well, the first thing is he's a shot blocker supreme. I mean, he's an elite shot blocker. I think he's got the potential to be a defensive player of the year in time. And also his shooting ability. This guy has a terrific touch for somebody as tall as he is.
For Washington, they have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
The first free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Orlando's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And the dunk by Bamba.
You know, that kind of unselfishness, guys, from Augustine is really infectious, especially when it's coming from your point guard.
Took him no time at all on that one. Smith's got 12. And for the Magic, they're shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Augustine, that's good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Augustine bringing it up now for Orlando. He feeds it to Carter Williams. That's in. Augustine with the assist. Carter Williams has got 4 this quarter.
Well, I like the toughness shown by Carter Williams inside. Not afraid to go up against the trees in the paint.
Smith, no good.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Ball's knocked loose. Baseline J on the way, and the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
You know, every time Smith gets some breathing room from the mid-range area, he's really comfortable letting that shot go. The defense has to get in his face. Well, that shot's going up.
Here's Carter Williams, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
The Magic have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
Michael Carter Williams. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Carter Williams hits them both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Here's Augustine, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Isaiah Thomas.
You know, Augustine, when he's attacking, playing downhill, trying to score, it puts a lot of pressure on the defense and puts him in a tough spot guarding him.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one.
You know, the speedy Augustine is really an excellent teammate and a dependable role player, a veteran presence who can really stroke it.
Troy Brown's checked in for Ish Smith. Orlando also making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Aminu. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Michael Carter Williams. Good on the second free throw.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Augustine dishes to Vucevic. Bamba trying to break free, and it's Vucevic missing. Here's Miles, and the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
That's 10 straight off of the mid-range.
I like the grade, Greg. They're picking their spots and finding holes in the middle of that defense to get those shots off. That's excellent discipline on display right there.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Orlando's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Ross, that's good. Ross has got 13.
And DJ Augustine knows what he's out there for, to distribute the ball. I mean, always has his head on a swivel, and he's looking to find his teammates.
And the dunk by Bamba.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Teardrop shot. Fultz, no good. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Now here's Ross. He's tightly guarded. Hachimura grabs the miss. Hachimura's got 5 rebounds tonight. Wagner. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And so it's the Washington Wizards with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so in the game for the Magic, they've got Frazier. He's out there with Fultz, and it's a 1-2 in at the 3 slot.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
To the paint, and it's blocked. Here's Schofield, and no good that time. So Orlando will take it the other way. Here's a 1-2. There's the pass to Birch. Frazier outside. Launches it. It's good from long range. Frazier's got his first 3 points of the game.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. Fultz the pass to Frazier. Here's a 1-2. Clark, do you think the NBA should consider expanding the use of replay? I know you personally hate to slow the game down, but you also want the calls to be correct.
Well, it depends on the circumstances, Kevin. I like the fact that replay is available and it helps enhance the ability of the officials to get calls correct. Expanding the use of replay, though, has to be done very judiciously. There are a couple of areas, goaltending would be one, where you take a look to see if that's the case. But I think flow of game takes priority over trying to get every single call right just because you think technology gives you a chance to do that.
And it's Vucevic missing. Wizards have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. Got that bucket in no time at all. Schofield's got 4 points in the quarter. Up top, Fultz kicks to Frazier. Back to Fultz. Shot clock at 5. Unloads from 13. Once again off the mark, Orlando. And so it's Bonga who brings up the ball for the Washington Wizards. They've played a great 4th quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. The Magic have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the 1 make. Here's Frazier. Another miss by Orlando. Wizards have gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. The shot by Schofield, no good. The Magic shooting it really well, 54% from the floor. Here's Fultz. Here's Birch. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
The Magic have gone just 2 of 8 in this 4th quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook.
I'm glad he didn't go overboard and try to do too much there.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Pass to a 1-2. Off target from outside. For Washington, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the 4th quarter. Miles, another one falls for Washington.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range. Fultz
kicks to a 1-2. The 3-pointer is right on target. Owundu's got 5 points now this quarter.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Here's Jones. Birch grabs the board.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Pass to Vucevic. Here is Frazier. Clark, should the NBA consider widening the court to even out the value of those corner threes?
You know, that wouldn't be a bad idea, Kevin. But I also like the fact that there's a deep three at the top and on the wing. And then you've got a little shorter three if you can get to that corner. Widening the lane to make that three more in line or symmetrical with the deep three at the top. I kind of like having a short corner three.
I agree with you. Washington calls timeout. Orlando making some changes. Aminu comes in for Nikola Vucevic, and it's Carter Williams in for Fultz. The Wizards have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession.
Boy, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for the Wizards. Now here's Carter Williams. Frazier outside. Rebound by the Wizards. Bryant's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Jones, no luck. Orlando's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Frazier outside. Down low. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
Smith checked in for C.J. Miles.
One shot.
Clark, there are a lot of factors a free agent puts into selecting the new team that he goes to. Talk about the factors that aren't basketball for these free agents.
Well, I think you could see some of them if you gave it some thought, Kevin. You think about a market size, nightlife for some guys is important, business opportunities when you think about places like Silicon Valley or New York or Los Angeles, season of life for the individual player in terms of his family and where he might want to reside after he's done playing. So there are a number of different things that contribute to free agents making moves from one team to the next.
Now, did you have a family, Clark, when you played your last couple years in the NBA?
We were without children, but it was Rosie and I. We've been married 4 years, and then our family started right after I retired.
Here's Orlando now. They're on a 14-6 run. Bryant comes with the double team. Here's Birch, defended by Jones. Frazier against Bryant. Shot clock at 6. Here's Owundu. Rebound by the Wizards. Bryant's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Here's Jones. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Bryant's got his 6th assist on the night.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Now Carter Williams. Passes it to Aminu. And he lays it straight in.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
For Washington, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. And it's Smith missing.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Frazier dishes to Carter Williams. Here's Aminu. Good D by Jones. And it's Jones with the ball for the Wizards. And Bryant wide open. He shoots. Again, the Wizards good for 2. Orlando's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. To the middle. No good. Shot missing. Good D by Jones. Washington shooting it well here in the fourth quarter at 50%. Yep, that one goes. 18 points for Smith.
I tell you what, when Smith is scoring the rock like this, keep getting him the ball. I mean, if the defense plays up on him more, he can also burn him with his passing.
Goes up to the stripe, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Carter Williams has got 10 points here in the second half. That's a 2 from Smith. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Bunga. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got his 5th assist in this one.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Bryant, another one falls for Washington.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
Bryant comes with the double team. Here's Birch. No good on the 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Jones, no luck. Magic shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Carter Williams with it. Now Smith defending. Carter Williams kicks to Birch. And the pass to Awandu. Now Frazier takes a 3. But they get it back. Pass to Carter Williams. To the inside, Aminu. And Aminu slams it in.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
That one falls.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Out to the right wing. For the 3. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 4th rebound in this one. Goes up on the wing. It's Bryant, high post. And Washington again with the bucket. And for the Magic, their shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Inside, here's Birch. And he jams it with authority.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Here's Smith. Rebound by the Magic.
Well, you know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Aminu misses.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
Bunga, no good. Here's Orlando now.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Wizards.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a real really phenomenal all-around game for Wall.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Pass to Frazier, shoots the three. And Aminu kicks to Frazier. A three-pointer off the mark.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Out to the right wing. Aminu, no one around him. Bonga pulls it in. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're in front by 42. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What's your take, guys?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure they needed this timeout, quite honestly. Perhaps a water break?
Now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, John Wall.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play, and this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. They've shared the load offensively.
And, guys, they've put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
And the basket by Jones.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Passes to Bamba. Back to Carter Williams. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks. With John Wall. John, it sure looks like the chemistry is coming together. What is the bond like with your teammates?
We enjoy playing with each other. We have great chemistry. We all work hard, and we know how much we mean to each other, how much we work every day, and we're just trying to keep getting better each game.
Well, the work is paying off, John. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.